homage to freedom fighters of Manipur at Khongjom War Memorial at Khebaching on the 130th Khongjom Day. MPCC President Govindas Kontaujam says Mount Kabru impasse remains unresolved due to ruling government's inefficiency. Water Resources Minister Let Pao Hau Kip assures state government is making all-out efforts to resolve prevailing Mount Kabru issue. Many villages under Kengjoy subdivision in Chandil district found deprived of electricity despite government's toll claim. Manipur logs 104 new COVID-19 cases out of 1,799 test results in 24 hours. Death toll remains at 381. India records above 3,32,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,263 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.92%. And Indian women boxers including Naurem, Baby Rosie Sada and Tisana Macha put up sensational performances in World Youth Boxing in Poland as they clinched 7 golds. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Manipur observed the 130th Khongjom Day today. People paid rich tributes to the freedom fighters of Manipur who fought for their motherland against the mighty British Army and laid down their lives in the Battle of Khongjom or the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. The Battle of Khongjom was the last battle of independence fought in Manipur. District Administration Thoubal organized the state-level observance commemorating the courage and sacrifices of the freedom fighters at Khongjom Memorial Complex at Khebaching in Thoubal District. Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren led people in paying floral tributes at the memorial and later at the statue of Pauna Brajabasi at the foot of the Khebaching in Khongjom. A contingent of Manipur Rifles sounded last pause bugle call in honor of the martyrs. After paying floral tributes, Chief Minister N. Biren, Rajya Sabha MP Titula King Lashim Masana Jauba, Council of Ministers, MLAs, top government officials and district-level officers made tarpon offerings at the Khongjom River. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren called for unity, integrity and harmony in the state. Unlike the other years, the Khongjom Day event was held in a subdued manner this year owing to the prevailing coronavirus pandemic situation. While the main Khongjom Day function was held at Khongjom War Memorial at Khebaching, the day was also observed by several organizations and political parties. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC observed the day at Congress Bhavan, BT Road. CLP leader Okrami Bobi, CWC member Gai Khangam and MPCC President Govindas Kontaujam led Congress MLAs, leaders and workers in paying floral tributes to the portrait of Pauna Brajabasi. Speaking on the sidelines, the MPCC President Govindas Konthokjam said that the inefficiency of the ruling government has led to the prevailing issues over the Mount Kaubru Shrine. He said that the prevailing issues clearly negate any claim by the BJP government that it has enhanced ties between hills and valley people. He urged the government to put in sincere efforts to resolve the issue at the earliest.
Singa Congress sang bayaramde tamgi mina singa sang bayaramde hujik ekhoi sarkar se lakpa matamda akhoi singa ekhoi ga amato nungsinare ha nungsinabai khudam la se ado itaraga di government gi negligence government na haitabadagi thokiba thodong kan lawe hana Congress sarkar la matamda du yenabam talai khide.
Manipur People's Party also observed the 130th Kongjom Day at the party conference hall near Imphal Polo Ground. Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol (CADA) also observed Kongjom Day at its head office in Puire Lomba, Khongnang Makhong today. CADA members paid floral tributes to the portraits of the great freedom fighters Pauna Brajabashi, Bir Tikendrajit and Thangal General at the event. Mangang Luang Kuman Thangta and Cultural Sindamsang also observed Kongjom Day at its Tamfamshang in Brahmapur Mangjil today. Thangta players paid floral tributes to the portrait of Pauna Brajabashi at the event. Tales of Kongjom Day were narrated on the occasion. Kuman Laibaki Lamyanba Kanglup in Mayang Imphal also observed Kongjom Day today. Nongchup Imphal Palem Ima Punba Loop Nimple also observed the 130th Kongjom Day today by adhering to COVID guidelines. Attendees paid floral tributes to the great warriors at Nimple office in Imphal West District. Blood donation camp was held at District Hospital Thoubal today to mark the Kongjom Day celebration. District Health Society Thoubal, District Police Thoubal, NYK Thoubal and Association of Voluntary Blood Donor Manipur Thoubal District Branch along with Blood Transfusion Unit and Blood Bank RIMS and Jenims jointly organized the camp. Water Resources Minister Letpao Haokip has assured that the state government is making all-out efforts to resolve the prevailing issues over the Mount Kaubru at the earliest. Speaking to media at his residence in Ailang today, Minister Letpao Haokip affirmed that the state government has not given any approval to encroach land on the Mount Kaubru. The minister appeals to everyone to avoid spreading rumors which may incite communal animosity and tensions in the state. Minister Letpao Haokip said a meeting held with Kaubru Protection Committee resolved that no restriction should be imposed on pilgrims at the sacred Mount Kaubru Shrine as Manipur is a secular and democratic state. He expressed discontentment over the false allegations charged against state leaders and ministers over the issue on social media. Minister Letpao Haokip urged the public for their support and cooperation towards government's initiatives to bring peace and harmony among communities in the state.
Details government cabinet CM the Tanner final order talking I said stakeholder mayam ga tanagum si SED samsi adumba aina mi pitokpa khotokpa lete na situation mayam ma control tongna bu honna kanda wafam si thambasi yamna atha tunganba ulta da handokpi ba WhatsApp ta comment yam pirakpa asumba asina akhoi gi leriba nungsi chanana chinna lemina ba chinina akhoi Manipur gi praja singi marak sida bhap tanada ba port ama oina chatkadawa pot asigi akhoi gi apprehension hagidra chinga tamgi trust deficit khara leibadongna toba pot ama heta lakpa maramdi amana haire amana a yona kiba amana ama haire a yona henda takina bagi wafam aduna government na lamsi pulak loksan dawre na haiba adagi asida license ba amta yaro na cookie sing appeasement policy na honorable CM da muk cheibi ba isunga ta saganna raga amaga nungsinada ba insenna ba every nugan corner dagi toba silipsi rai the Pagadagi Hyper Port Solution Aduma Product Tring the Mana Yare Mana Yade and Natonova Port Sem Tang Toxic.
Many villages under Kengjoy subdivision in Chandel district are still deprived of electricity despite government's tall claim that Manipur is fully electrified. Members of Kuki Chief Association Kengjoy subdivision, Kuki Students Organization Kengjoy block and media persons recently inspected the condition of many villages under Kengjoy subdivision and came across that many villages are yet to be lit up. They visited Chandel district's Usham, Yanggolin, Kengjang, T. Nampao and other villages along the Indo-Myanmar border. Electric poles were found installed halfway and improper laying of electric wires and incomplete installation of transformers in these villages. Speaking on the sidelines, Chairman of Kuki Chief Association Kengjoy Subdivision Ngamkholun Haukip claimed that around 40 villages out of the total 70 under Kengjoy Subdivision are yet to get electricity despite government's claim that Manipur has been fully electrified. He said that all these villages have been registered by the government as fully electrified villages, hence they are deprived of solar lamps provision under Manireda. Ngamkholun said some dissatisfied villagers who can afford have even purchased solar lamps and generators from Myanmar for lighting purposes. He demanded actions against those relevant officials who have given wrong reports to the government, stating that these villages have been provided electricity.
Office report but men not told Satabagi. Bolmagi me sing a canano, where my am say for Kakter Louis Huran.
Kengjoy subdivision di manungda kun 70-80 yumba lebani aduga 48-50 sigumasti ujik mai kham tabali mesi se women yan athuba sida yarabati tumsi thunhanaba mai thunhanaba yahanaba to yu ha situation geta taki request to.
Neglected by the state government, Imphal Student Union and Imphal Village Authority, with the supports from villagers, have repaired the pathetic road with broken culverts leading to Imphal Kulen from Palel. Imphal Student Union President S. Kuminthan told media that state government has neglected their repeated pleas to repair the road. He appeals to the relevant authority to take steps for making the road durable ahead of monsoon. People of Kaira Mamang Laikai have warned of unprecedented agitation, including road blockade against non-repair of the road stretching from Kairak Sekmai Barrage till Wabagai, Mairenbam Laikai. Speaking to media, Kairak Gram Panchayat Ward number 4 ex-member and Santa said the road, which was blacktopped 20 years ago, has been left unattended since then. She alleged local MLA MD Fazir Rahim of ignoring the issue despite repeated pleas and demanded the government to start repairing the road in 10 days. MBBS students of RIMS have finally broke their silence over the suspicious death of RIMS MBBS 5th semester student Sanaton Athokpam. Expressing grievances and concerns about the sudden demise of their fellow student, press release from the Students' Union also clarified that they are in no way being pressurized by the RIMS authority not to be cooperative or speak. It said that from the very day of the incident, the Students' Union has been doing whatsoever is in their capacity to find the truth regarding the death case. It says the Students' Union acknowledges the sentiments of the family, friends and relatives of the deceased and that they have been cooperating with the magisterial investigation and providing relevant information without any hesitation in spite of the ongoing university examination, as ordered by the government to be conducted by the Additional District Magistrate Imphal West under Section 176 CRPC. The union said they have been cooperating with both Lamphel Police Station and Additional DC Office Imphal West as and when demanded without any hesitation. It also said that they held a condolence meet attended by all the students staffs and RIMS authority, including the director, dean, medical superintendent on March 16 morning at the Jubilee Hall of RIMS. The Students' Union has requested to all the concerned to honor the magisterial inquiry and let the truth take its own course, and express hope that the investigation report will be issued as quick as possible. Joint Action Committee formed against the brutal attacks on a female medical staff at Phogak Chau on 22nd April has submitted 4-point charter of demands to the Chief Minister. JC alleged that nurse Rosie Tiamboy Haukip of Langol, Imphal West, who was coming to Churachandpur in her car with her brother, were attacked at Phogak Chau along Tidim Road by supporters of yesterday's Band called under the banner of Manipur State Panchayat Parishad, even after showing her ID card and the pass issued by the Band committee. JC alleged that the medical staff was even assaulted verbally and physically. JC members and volunteers carried out protest demonstration against the incident at District Hospital campus today. Protesters wore black badge and held various placards. JC members then submitted the memorandum through ADC Churachandpur Thangboy Gangte MCS. The 4 demands are immediate arrest of all the culprits within 24 hours and a befitting punishment to them, legal action against all the culprits for obstructing a public servant, a medical staff, in discharging her duty in spite of identifying herself, compensation to the victims, and suspension of all medical services in the health facilities under Churachandpur, including all COVID-19 related activities except emergency service and RT-PCR sample collection. The JSC has given 24 hours to the government to meet their demands, else warned that all medical activities, including COVID-19 vaccination, OPD, emergency service, etc., will be ceased indefinitely. JSC spokesperson Dr. Steve Munlun condemned the barbaric attack toward medical fraternity by Band supporters. He said an FIR was lodged in Churachandpur Police, which was then forwarded to Bishnupur District Police, leading to the arrest of 3 culprits on the same day.
The culprit has also shown their disrespect attitude by throwing away the identity card of the medical staff issued by the controlling officer representing the government. Compensation to victim of all medical expenses due to injuries sustained and repairing of the damaged vehicle at the earliest. Ensuring peace and free movement of medical ambulance, medical staff even during Band, strike, curfew and lockdown. Such arrogance willfully meted out to medical staff is a frequent happening lately and is of a serious concern. We medical staff don't feel safe anymore on our workplaces. So we want the government to be serious towards our safety by fulfilling our charter of demands within 24 hours. Failing which, we shall instruct all our health institutions within Churachandpur district, both government and private, to cease all health-related activities, including emergencies, from tomorrow.
All Manipur VDF Welfare Association has demanded Chief Minister N. Biren to fulfill their various demands, for which they have already submitted a memorandum at the earliest. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Association President MD Riaz Khan said they submitted their 3-point memorandum demanding to pay 75% of police salary to VDF, to open separate wings for all battalions of VDF, and to implement ranking system for VDF on April 21.
Nunggi oiba seng bawarol di point ahum kaktani maruina akoi service asi regularization tobiu aduga RR kogi police manual act based over RR ma ko sembiu hariba siki sabsaba keno system dri phawba kogi police constable amana hosi si phangi bas tegi 75% phawbagi honorarium se ko de PBU haiba demand asina han mani aduga ni subasina demri general holiday singa si suti leitabna mar morga honorable government na koi brigada boina thatrom degi tolo PBU si BDF ta su soidena PBU haiba demand asina ni suboina thamjabani aduga ahum subada koigi wing natragana koigi battalion sembiu haibani aduga rank and file koigi seniority 9 na thambiu haiba point ahum masi kakta dai khoi subsalaga Manipur government submit tawjabani masi khoi ngasi gi pa level nga kasina athu matamda hariba koigi demand sing asi PB rakane haiba gi thajabale.
City police is taking strict measures to combat a second wave of COVID-19 in Manipur. Police personnel are ensuring that shopkeepers and customers both are adhering to COVID-19 protocols and follow COVID-appropriate behaviors like wearing of face masks, social distancing and using of hand sanitizers in marketplaces. City police personnel under the supervision of City Police Station OCM Sudhir carried out drives at Thangal and Pauna Bazaar today. Speaking on the sidelines, OCM Sudhir appealed to all the shopkeepers, customers and passenger service providers to comply with COVID safety guidelines issued by the government. The police team ensured that shops were open on rotation basis as per numbers assigned to them following government's recent order. He said that shops numbered 1 will open on Mondays and Saturdays, shops numbered 2 will open on Tuesdays and Fridays, while shops numbered 3 will open on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Hanak anuba strategy aba puthe dukan hangbangi matang sida hanadi roster system item wise toramane adu item wise to matam sida bulk da punsan ba haiba tare aduna hanakti khoi numbering 1 2 3 haina ama chale dukan khudima adugi matungina khoina tawrisina nongmada number 1 haisi number 1 khatang loina hangan ba paramaduna 1 khatang hangaga di left su right su dukan ani dolani dukan amagi kano sida adu regadi SOP da marks ki amle jare maruina khoina bazar da hujik problem nei sidi social distancing matang dani dukan ani gap hangamina khara makhai di distancing maintain to matamda phagatra haiduna masi trial basis ni police dukan khudimaki thambadi ngamde adu maroina hujikse khoi edum randomly khoi check chali dukandar singna leibla piba pajamyamna kharaina cooperation tv regadi roster system ma torise masina fazana follow toragadi hariba corona gi laichada si khara makai di edum kanthokpa ngangodran khale aduna adi thanasu waves ne kalle haibna khoiju force khara makai dum sina re hujikti sisu sina gani tamna ingna haibase yadama tamjore cooperation pbu business sinau singnasu pajamyamna su passenger gari chalai biba singnasu paisa tani khanbi daba yari makai government haidasu isage ne khalaga lebaksi kamai kansigen khalaga adom kitang section thorang lokan jin.
Some shopkeepers are reportedly selling items at higher rates amid the tough times of COVID-19 pandemic. Members of Manipuri Students Federation inspected shops at Masjid Road today. Speaking on the sidelines, MSF General Secretary H. Roshan claimed that many shops at Masjid Road have failed to paste price list of commodities which have been capped by the government to check illegal price hike of commodities. He appeals to the government to take immediate stock of the situation. Roshan urged customers to approach MSF if any shopkeepers were found selling commodities at higher rates. He also appealed to both shop owners and customers to adhere to COVID-19 SOPs and follow COVID-appropriate behaviors at all times.
Price list telam daba koigi SOP ngatana pot leiramba mark suptana pot leiramba koi thengnarki hariba dukan darsing asisu koigi Manipur government na athuba da action lokhat piu haibase koi Manipuri Student Federation MSF ki site gi thamjare Manipuri Student Federation MSF na kaigumba pot leira kanda leiba matamda price ki confuse leiba matam amadi hena tang yonlakpa matamda Manipuri Student Federation MSF ki helpline number ahum hangjare asida call tawbiro koi soidana mateng pangjagani ado government na su hariba dukan pot tang yonba sing su action lokolang na habse thamjare ngasi dai hogdoga mafam khudimakta ngasi dagi chathaba hogani kaigumba SOP ngaktaba social distancing phajana leitana pot pungyon yolamba price list thelamdana yolamba dukan sing ado MSM na khudakte action lokhot kana haba.
All Manipur Muslim Students Organization AMSO has urged shopkeepers not to sell essential commodities at hiked prices, taking advantage of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic and warned of inspection drives to check the same. Manipur reported 104 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,799 test results received today. Infected persons are 88 from the general population and 16 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 30,151, out of which 590 are active cases. No death case was reported in the past 24 hours and that toll remains at 381. On the positive note, 27 patients were discharged in the past 24 hours, rising the state's total recovered cases to 29,180. State's recovery rate has declined to 96.77%. So far, 118,000 people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in Manipur. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Miyamda Khanganjaba, Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited ki sister company ama oiriba, Panthoibi Construction Private Limited na paikhat jariba, Real Estate Residential Project Panthoibi Green Homes asigi damak lakliba April 12 da Imphal Hotel da bangtok sagani haina tawjaramba exhibition adu hauzik leiba ki oirakliba fivam asina maram oiraga supnatagi mamingdagi oina COVID-19 ki SOP ngakjaraga project mafam oiriba Khabam Bamdiada company ki chairman and managing director na Rivan Kaktuna launching ceremony adu pangthok jarakani haiba numit asidagi booking gi damak lengbiraknaba ningsingjari ba Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, a sister company of Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, Taurambam Laikai, Uripok, Imphal.
Office of the Joyshree Group of Finance, Head Office Singmairong near Eastern Motor, Imphal East, May Taramanga English Singanikun Matoi, Tha Amada Lupa Lesing Marika Hulaga, Hausagadoriba, Lottery cum tender Siaubiraga, Lupa Lak Kundimapu Oibiu, Lucky Draw Faurgana, Lupa Lak Amafang Bigani, Loinana, Atoba Matamda, Ezen Yankaisu Pamzai, Ezen Singidamak monthly income, draw timing and Nutugipung.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has reported 332,730 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours and rising the country's COVID tally to 1,62,63,695. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are 24,28,616 active cases in the country, and country's death toll stands at 1,86,920, with the addition of 2,263 new COVID deaths. On a positive note, 1,93,279 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,36,48,159. India's recovery rate has further declined to 83.92%. Maharashtra has the highest active coronavirus cases of above 7 lakhs. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 14,54,63,000 people. Above 3,88,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 12,34,88,000. USA ranks highest with over 68,48,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. Registration for COVID vaccination to all above 18 years will start from April 28. All those eligible can register on CoWIN portal, that is cowin.gov.in. The third phase of COVID vaccination is starting from May 1st. In this phase, the vaccination will continue as before in Government of India vaccination centers, free of cost to all the eligible people, including healthcare workers, frontline workers, and all above 45 years of age. During this phase, vaccine manufacturers will supply 50% of its monthly released doses to the central government, and they will be free to supply the remaining 50% doses to states as well as in the open market. Shivaji University, Kolhapur has successfully launched a virus Kavach spray approved by US Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and Government of India to help in combating coronavirus in Manipur today. Speaking to Impact News, University School of Nanoscience and Technology Director Dr. Kakchingtabam Kiran Kumar Sharma confirmed that the virus Kavach spray was launched under his supervision by the university. He claimed that clothes sprayed with Kavach spray can ward off coronavirus up to 48 hours. He also said that the citric acid formation of the spray forms a protective nano coating on clothing, which results in dissolving the spike lipid membrane of the virus. He also informed that a UK-based pharmaceutical company is undergoing its second trial phase to produce a nitric acid-based neutral nanomolecule nasal spray by incorporating the nanotechnology. He claimed that the spray has proven to lessen spread of the virus by 95% in COVID-19 and SARS-CoV-2 patients within 24 hours. He also highlighted on the effectiveness of protective gears produced with nanotechnology.
हाइरिबा भाइरस का बसी अकोना मसिगी एंटी माइक्रोबियल हाइदना बैक्टीरिया ग्राम पॉजिटिव अमसुंग ग्राम नेगेटिव हापजु ngami haidana masidasu yaurabani not only virus hairiba bacteria gi tesi akoi school of nano science and technology sida jamna aggressive oina sigi sample si sukuina kapa sumaina koina thamba na tauraga almost 500 sample di koina masi test tawjagi tha ani ahungi manungda adugi matik aggressive oina tawki adugi finding oina koina masi gram positive amasung gram negative bacteria moiji 99.9 inhibitor wi haidana uti pre-ac treat tauraba koigi p si US की BSL4 biosafety level 4 certified lab amada madugi mathakchida koina corona virus SARS-CoV-2 hairiba ziki COVID19 thoaliba masigi virus si koina inoculate tawraga phi atopa amana masi kap tabida yengnaba matamda akapa phi dudadi corona virus si 99.9% si inactivate tawi haidana US ki ziki laboratories dagina certified tawra matungda India ki FDA da approach tawraga masigi manufacturing license lauraga music market ta produce tawbani.
Dr. Kakchingtabam Kiran Kumar also said that nanotechnology is a new field in Manipur, but its scope is wide range and prospects are very good.
Locally problem lay pot singdu koina identify tawraga koi nano science and nanotechnology sinaraga intervene tawraga solution puthokpa local problem global solution haina aduna akoi gi Manipur gi harol potential leitabnate jamna leiri science and technology area si da natana nano science and nanotechnology si agriculture field horticulture field khuding makta magi application si lae India gi oina hojik nano science and nanotechnology field ji priority oina local Libani Shivaji University da introduced tawjari BSc MSc integrated course haidana introduced tawbani masina class 12 pass tawraba angang amana entrance piraga entrance ki mark ki matungina aji admission phangam matungda university departments da facility khuding makka loinana nano science and nanotechnology ji sahi manga si ma si train tawgadorimni train tawr matungda maduda tholakpa satradu koina thajabada any problem tholakpa matamda mana ubagi angle mayamdu ubagi mana hen bana maram oiduna successful level su yam hen gat kani.
Son of ex-Minister Alauddin and former candidate of Kairao constituency, Alhas MD Nasiruddin Khan alias Boboy has refuted all allegations charged against him by one Ifam Mayum Abdul Rahman from Kairao Makting on social media, accusing him of playing communal politics and of being involved in the recent gun-firing incident at Kairao Makting. MD Nasiruddin has warned Abdul Rahman to produce concrete proofs of the allegations made against him at the earliest, else warned of legal actions. Speaking to media at Kiamgai Muslim Awang Lekai in Kairao constituency today, MD Nasiruddin said he was startled by the allegations. He mentioned that Abdul Rahman even declared that he was banned from entering areas under polling number 6/22 and 6/23 of the constituency. He clarified that neither him nor any of his family members were involved in the communal politics and never will. MD Nasiruddin also clarified that he has whatsoever no involvement in the recent gun-firing incident at Kairao Makting on April 21st and affirmed that he was not at home that day. He reiterated his warning to Abdul Rahman to produce proofs of his allegation.
Kairao Melekai de Labor Hamana, communal politics to have a wafam si Karigumba, man proof people Dragbatar, the Magimatakta legal action Lokatkani, Koi communal politics to without the have a city, a Koi Papa ex minister Alauddingi, Matam Dagi, a Koi Miamgi Prajagi, Afaba, Jati Bijati Kaida Vida, Koi Tabuk Adumak Tauragalaki, Makata Basho Dum Togani have a say, Miam the Tajabatami. How Kibat, Tarikun Matoida Numidangi Labaktiva Togoktra, Ishama, I Sarugioki de, Aduga, I Yumdamak Lake in the Corona Maramaraga. Tokide aduga aigi mingsen basi khoi laibak thibani na in khanjai sumbasi khoi lekai khungi khanna chaina bara rajniti gi thin yauraga miyam gi mingbu hektam sena basi sumbasi tawbidana ngai appeal tawjari.
Pantoibi Constructions Private Limited, a sister company of PHFCL at Khabam Bandiar, is launching villas 3 BHK and 2 BHK flats in the next 3 to 4 years. Managing Director of Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, T.H. Bhimo, Hemo inspected the condition of their real estate brokerage firm initiated under Pantoibi Constructions Private Limited today. Speaking on the sidelines, TH Hemo said that the company is gearing up to construct 644 flats at Bamdiar and 200 flats including villas at Maitram. He said interested individuals can get a loan at 7% interest per annum for the flats. TH Hemo added that the company also offers a plan for interested buyers of paying only 10% of the actual rate of the flat and repaying the remaining amount within 5 to maximum 20 years. Noting that many people who had settled outside the state welcomed the company's initiative for real estate, TH Hemo expressed belief that the initiative will aid in steering Manipur towards development in the coming years.
Lingbiraka buyer sing habatare booking to with Kudimakta and appeal to Janing Bese, when the motor payments easily purchased away Ananavidamuta, Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, Aduga, Pantoibi Construction, Private Limited say all together, Torakanda, Tigimagi loan system of Makwenda Tamjari, loan Sina Kamaito Gadagi Haganamagi tenure, duration Jina 5 to 20 years, 5 years OBI, 20 years OBI, 15 years OBI, Sumaina, Adugumagi rate of interest mainly, Sina below 7% Hajabatare, 6.99% per annum. Sahida, Sida Taraga the EMI on a character Thiraga, Magi number 1 the Magi total cost to gi 10% down payment Hana Pivigani, Aduga, Makatara 90% on Hazika Hajaribu loan system though 6.99% the Koi Yam line easily labor Ngambina Bagida.
Nestle India KitKat has issued an apology for its error in the location of Kaibul Lamjao National Park, Manipur, in one of its chocolate wafer packs cover celebrating wildlife. The company said it was an unintentional error to have printed that the park is located in Meghalaya instead of Manipur. English Language Day is being celebrated across the globe today. The date is traditionally observed as both the birth and death anniversary of renowned English poet, playwright and actor William Shakespeare. Shakespeare, also known as the Bard of Avon, occupies a position unique in world literature. His plays, written in the late 16th and early 17th centuries for a small repertory theatre, are now performed and read more often and in more countries than ever before. His magnum opus includes Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, A Midnight Summer Night's Dream, Macbeth, etc. English Language Day was first established by United Nations Department of Global Communications in 2010 to celebrate multilingualism and cultural diversity, as well as to promote equal use of all 6 official languages throughout the organization. The day aims to entertain, inform, increase awareness and respect for the history, culture and achievements associated with the language. Various events and activities such as literature and poetry exchanges, book reading activities, English quizzes and other activities are often held on this day to promote the language. English Language Day coincides with the celebration of the World Book and Copyright Day. The English language has become a dominant language and a powerful tool for communication throughout the world and across different cultures. Over 2 billion people speak English, making it the largest language by number of speakers and the 3rd largest language by number of native speakers. And in sports, in the World Youth Boxing Championships, Indian women boxers put up a sensational performance as they created history with 7 gold medals in Poland. All the women finalists Gitika Naurem, Baby Rojisana Chanu, Poonam Vinka, Arundhati Chaudhary, T. Sanamta Chanu and Alfia Pathan registered their wins and finished on the top of the podium. Apart from the 8 finalists, 3 others won bronze medals at the tournament, a performance which betters the 10 medals that India won in its best ever show not to look back in the 2018 edition in Hungary. The only Indian man in the finals, Sachin, 55 kg, will be in action today. A 10-day biennial event has witnessed high competition in the presence of 414 boxers from 52 countries. All Manipur Football Association has formed players and referees state committee. Imphal Executive Council took the resolution to form the committee considering the status of football sport in the state. S. Amutombi has been elected as the chairman of the committee, L. Naba Khan as the convener, and L. Nandakumar as Mani Ratan, M. J. Chandra, Muhammad Zain Khan, and S. Jamesh Kumar as members. The committee has also made decisions to summon those players and referees who had participated in the football tournaments held without AMFA's approval, in accordance with AMFA Office memorandum issued on April 12. Press release from the committee warned of disciplinary actions to those who failed to show up. Indian boxer Amit Panghal has eased his way into the semi-finals of the ongoing Governors Cup International Boxing Championship. The cup is being held under the aegis of Boxing Federation of Russia. It kicked off at St. Petersburg in Russia from April 18 and will continue till April 25. The Haryana boxer in the 52 kg category, who is also the reigning Asian Games champion, prevailed 5-0 against Russia's Tamir Galanov to enter the semi-finals. However, 5 Indian boxers, namely Sumit Sangwan, Muhammad Hasamuddin, Naman Tanwar, Ashish Kumar and Vinod Tanwar, bowed out of the cup following opening round losses. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. People pay homage to freedom fighters of Manipur at Khongjom War Memorial at Khebaching on the 138th Khongjom Day observance. MPCC President Govindas Kontaujam says Mount Kabru impasse remains unresolved due to the ruling government's inefficiency. Water Resources Minister Letpao Haukiba shows state government is making all-out efforts to resolve prevailing Mount Kabru issue. Many villages under King Joy subdivision in Chandel district found deprived of electricity despite government's toll claim. Manipur logs 104 new COVID-19 cases out of 1,799 test results in 24 hours. Death toll remains at 381. India records above 3,32,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,263 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 83.92%. And Indian women boxers including Naurem Debiroti Sana and T. Sanamacha put up sensational performances in World Youth Boxing in Poland as they clinch 7 goals. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.